Just with the recent events, just how is the program coping and how are you guys doing?
Um, I think we're all still processing. There's you don't really prepare for this in any type of way, but we have so much support and love around us that it's probably the easiest it could possibly be. The amount of just caring and nurturing that is within our teammates, within the staff, with the school, like the Big East, just the country. Honestly, like there's just so much support and love that it's just been as easy as I guess this difficult time could be.
I think that we're coping by leaning into her strength, which we saw every day. And there's so much of it there to draw from. So thinking about what she would want us to do, how she would want us to operate, which is what we'll continue to do throughout the season. It's to put one foot in front of the other and move with her.
Is there a particular story or a memory you'd like to share?
Also powerful, but also empathetic at the same time. Right? She taught that, and I think
I loved her first day when she came. It was the day of her press conference. We all met her in the film room of our building, and she was like, just came in with this like dominant, confident energy. You were like on the edge of your seat, listening to her because of the way she carries herself and how confident she makes you feel with her expertise, and it goes on and on. Then she'll also, like, she told us, I'm really nervous too, guys. This is my first day. Like, you all can take a breath, like, relax. I'm nervous too. And that's really the woman that she was, would come in with this like powerhouse energy and then meet you where you are to bring you up there. And that was like one of the most comforting moments for me and set the tone for how I experienced our relationship.
I mean, honestly, to reflect on her as a coach, she gave us a sense of autonomy that, you know, we had choices to do things, but there was a right way to do it. So we could choose to do it the right way or run. And I think but she gave us the confidence and like the ability to say, you know, we're going to do this the best we possibly can, or we'll run, but, you know, if we're going to run, we're going to sprint, like if we're going to do everything at the best of our ability, and everything's a competition. So I think one of my favorite times was when we weren't doing something correctly or we were missing shots, and she asked me to read the practice plan and asked me if there was any running on the practice plan, which there wasn't, naturally. So her whole ordeal was that we were doing it to ourselves, and that was the autonomy that she was.
You just gotta make your free throws.
She was giving us the choice, but it was you have to figure it out. Like, you as a team, you have to get this done. And there was no leniency. There was no, wow, they're running a lot, let me just give them a break. Like, we were not going to stop until we did it the correct way. And there was no running on that practice plan, but we ran that practice.
And how is that form of leadership? How do you think that'll help you going forward, just as a team, in the locker room, on the floor, just the autonomy that you talked about and having choices? How do you think that helps you grow as a team?
I think her message in those moments was like, you need to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. You got it. Change is hard. Improvement and growth is hard, and that's what we needed to get used to. So even today, like, you know, showing up here representing our teammates is a reflection of her saying to us, get comfortable doing the hard stuff. Like, that's life, and we wanted to be here to honor her and celebrate her, and as we go forward in adversity, we are comfortable there because of her and pushing us. So.
And your team goals, you know, you talked about moving forward with this, and I'm sure this is going to be on your mind. As a team goal, where do you think you guys are, and where do you think you guys will end up?
Our goals tangibly are to win. Like, we do everything to win. Everything is a competition. Everything is to get better. we are at a place right now where we are hungry and we want that. And I think we're figuring out what it takes to get there and what micro choices and detail-oriented things matter for the big moments. And I think we're at a place where we're now holding each other accountable for those moments. And we're able to call out times where that may be like a losing attitude or a losing decision. And that's something we're trying to, completely steer away from, because who we are as a program, like we are going to be a winning team. So there are things and choices that are going to be hard and uncomfortable and difficult to do and to make. But I think we are becoming more and more okay with knowing things are going to be hard and going into it like just jumping in 2 feet.
Yeah, it's winning, and what she taught us was that there's a right way to win. That you want to feel good about the win, that you made the right decisions, that you upheld the standards that we set for our culture. So that's our team goal, is to win a lot of games and to do it in a way that's aligned with our definite dozen, which is the 12 standards Coach Tasha brought to us from Pat Summit, and that's what we plan to do.
What is your plans after your time at Georgetown is up?
Oh.
Do you have something in mind?
Yeah, I would love to play pro, go overseas. I would also love to coach. And I would also love to be a resource for student athletes at some point. So I don't know in what order what's going to happen, and I'm just going to be doing the work I have to do to have those opportunities be open. But I see myself at some intersection of education and sports.
Is there a place internationally that you prefer to play?
I know like probably intermediate Spanish. So
Okay.
probably Spain, because I could speak it. Speak Spanish. But otherwise, wherever there's an opportunity.
Yeah. Awesome.